When I first committed to keeping my house tidy, I felt like I couldn't keep up. Like everything that I tried, like yes, it made a difference, but something else would get dirty and I never knew where to start. I never knew where to put my time. And ultimately, although it did help, because everything that you do to clean your house and keep it tidy does help, I wasn't like making the progress that I was hoping to make. And despite all my efforts, I would find myself, if somebody showed up and I wasn't ready for them to show up, feeling embarrassed that my house wasn't like as tidy as I would hope that it would be, or actually sometimes it was pretty bad. Hi, my name is Mindy, and today I'm going to talk about the first 3 habits that you need to have a tidy home. Let's jump right in. Number 1, the dishes need to be done every single day. This was a hard one for me. It was the first habit that I started, but when I started this habit, getting the dishes done every single day before I went to bed, that is when I started to actually see a change in my house. Before I would spend time, I'd sweep the floor, or I'd focus really hard on one thing, like I'm gonna keep the table cleaned off, keep the table cleaned off. And it was very helpful to have a clean table, but ultimately, just having the goal of having the dishes done every day before I went to bed ultimately is what moved the needle for me. Why? Because dishes create clutter. They smell. They become very overwhelming very easily, and they never ever end. So getting yourself set back to 0 once a day is the most important thing. So if you take one thing from this video, do your dishes every single day. Now, I recommend loading the dishwasher throughout the day if you have a dishwasher, and if you don't, then just wash them by hand after every single meal. I know that sounds super tedious, but the fact is you're going to have to do them anyways. Doing little bits as you go, that's how people are tidy. That's how when you show up at someone's house unannounced, they don't have a sink full of dishes. It's because they do their dishes through the day. So when I started doing dishes, I tried doing them all at night, but then I found that I was exhausted and I would power through it, and it made a huge difference. But then I thought, you know what, I'm gonna try and just do a few after dinner before bedtime, before my daughter's bedtime. And so that made a little bit bigger of a difference. But then I realized, after breakfast, it was pretty easy for me to just shove those dishes right in the dishwasher. And eventually that's how I ended up I don't even think about it anymore. I have a dirty dish. It has to go straight in the dishwasher. It doesn't go on the counter. It doesn't go in the sink. It goes in the dishwasher. When I stand up from a meal, the dish goes in the dishwasher. You get it. Now, that's my pattern. Maybe you'll find that a different pattern emerges for you that works for you. So if you want to start by just making one time a day that all the dishes are done, then you do you. And what works best for you will emerge over time, the way it did for me. Because the first thing I tried didn't really work. It wasn't sustainable and I wasn't happy. But I did find a way over time. And so my number 1 tip for getting your dishes done every day, besides doing them as you go, is to, if you have a dishwasher, run the dishwasher every night. I can hear you already, but my dishwasher isn't full at the end of the day. I don't care. Run your dishes anyways. But that's wasteful. I think you might find that if you are actually putting in all of the dishes, like walking around the house and gathering every single dish, I think you'll find that your dishwasher is pretty close to full. If you don't run your dishwasher every day, or do all of the dishes by the end of the day and get them drying, and then empty it in the morning before your first meal. If you don't do that, for one, it's extremely hard to set up a routine because you never know when the dishes are clean or dirty. You don't have a time that you unload them. I know that I unload them right before I make breakfast every single morning. And every single night before I go to bed, I push the button and it runs, and it's the long cycle, which is the more eco-friendly cycle. The turbo cycle actually uses the most water. I think it uses 3 times more, like 6 gallons of water. So if you're concerned about the earth, running the short cycle does not help, okay? You're better off to run the long cycle. Also, if your dishwasher isn't completely full, you can take the chance to wash things that might not get washed every day, like dog dishes or cat dishes, or like even a vase that you don't, it's not like super delicate, but it's easiest to just throw it in the dishwasher. Also, if my dishwasher isn't full at the end of the night and I want it to be full before I run it, I find that if I just open the refrigerator and look for like whatever we ate a few days ago that obviously nobody is going to eat, no one's eating those leftovers. If they're still there 3 days later, they're not getting eaten. Go ahead, throw the leftovers out, put the dish in the dishwasher, bam, your dishwasher's full. okay? Problem solved. But I'm telling you, without that routine, it is going to be extremely difficult to get any traction and be consistent about keeping your dishes done. Besides being difficult to create a routine, if you're running the dishwasher at random times, you never know what's clean and what isn't. So you go to get a spatula out of the drawer, but the spatula isn't there. So then you go in the dishwasher. Well, it's dirty, and now you have to wash the spatula. And you don't want to be washing the spatula. And so you think, well, you know what? I'll just buy a second spatula. And now you've doubled the inventory in your home of spatulas. And that's not a big deal until you end up with double of everything in your home. You see where I'm going with this. Additionally, if you wait until your dishwasher is stuffed full, it becomes unmanageable to unload it, because you open it and there's this big pile of dishes waiting to be put away rather than, a manageable amount. And the food doesn't always come off of it. The dishes don't always get clean. So just do the dishes every night and put them away in the morning. Tidy habit number 2 is laundry. You need a laundry system. If you don't have a laundry system, I'm going to tell you what the laundry system is. Do 1 load of laundry every day. Some people like to have a laundry day every week. Now, if you have your laundry under control, this doesn't apply to you. If you do laundry once a week and your laundry is pretty much caught up and you don't get way behind and you don't have mountains of laundry on your couch or on your chair in your bedroom, then okay, you do you. Congratulations, you're on top of your laundry. But if you're not on top of your laundry, then you need to do a load of laundry every day. I recommend stacking that habit along with the breakfast dishes. So for me, every day, I make breakfast, I clean up from breakfast, including putting all of the dishes in the dishwasher and washing the pots and pans that I may have used. Then I go into the laundry room and I put in a load of laundry. If I have laundry in the dryer that I hadn't yet put away, put the laundry away. It's better if you can put the laundry away as soon as it's dry. Mine will often sit for 24 hours, and that's the best that I can do, and I'm happy with it. My clothes don't seem to be too wrinkled. Everything seems to be okay. Extra tips for laundry: sort by load, not by color. So I'll find that sorting by load is more efficient than sorting by colors, where I have to weed through and then separate out the delicates from the normals or the hots from the colds. Tip number 2, laundry is easy to forget. So like I said before, stack it with another habit. The next thing I do is, so I put in the laundry right after breakfast, but then I switch it over right after lunch. That's my laundry habit. And then if I hadn't put away the clothes from the morning time right after breakfast, then at that point I have to put them away because I've taken the clothes out to put the new clothes in the dryer. Tip number 3 on laundry: don't fold clothes. Just stick them in the drawer. You don't have to fold them. Nobody's looking in your drawers. At least they shouldn't be. What? You don't fold your laundry? No, I don't fold it, and I'm not sorry. My clothes don't wrinkle because I don't have more in the drawer than will fit. If it's something that I think will wrinkle and I want it to not be wrinkled, then it needs to be on a hanger. But that would be true anyways, because if you're folding it, you're gonna have the fold lines. I find that the clothes are fine as long as the drawers are not overstuffed. So you think it feels a little weird to put clothes in a drawer and not fold them? Well, does it feel weird to have them not folded, thrown over a chair or on your couch or on top of your washing machine? You're okay with them not being folded there, so just give it a try. If you don't like it, you can go through and refold all your clothes. Laundry tip number 4, if you're caught up, use that as a chance to either wash rugs, wash a shower curtain or shower curtain liner, wash sheets. There's always things that need to be washed. Throw in winter coats. You can find things that need to be washed. Also, you don't have to have like a super chock full load. It's okay to wash a small load of clothes. Or if you want, just take the day off laundry, check your box, say I'm caught up for now and I'm done. And my last little laundry tip is have a container handy for the lint. And not only is it good for lint, it's good for holy socks, it's good for new clothing tags. I have this little wooden one that has a magnet on it to click onto the side of my dryer, and I really like that. Your 3rd tidy habit is to do a 15-minute daily tidying. You're just gonna go through your house, set a timer for 15 minutes, go through your house and just put away anything that can be put away. Coats sitting out, put them away. Paper pile on the kitchen counter, flip through it quickly, throw out what you can throw out or file what you need to file. Whatever it is that is sitting out and is causing disarray and clutter in your house, just spend 15 minutes. You might not get through it in 15 minutes. I often don't, but I'm a lot further than if I had done nothing. Then at least the next day, I don't feel like I'm starting out even further behind. Maybe I've even gained some ground. I'll be honest, this is actually the hardest habit for me, and I'm still trying to find a way to work it into my schedule that I can be really super consistent. Right now, when my daughter gets up in the morning, then while she's like playing quietly and kind of waking up, I'll try and set a timer at that time and go through 15-20 minutes, clean up everything I can. I wish I could do it at night because I love coming downstairs to like a tidy house, but it just doesn't work for me. I don't get it done. I'm too tired at night. I'm not doing it. So that's okay. We can find times that work for us, but do whatever it takes. Set a timer. Have it stack it onto something else, like right after laundry or when you get home from work, before you even take off your shoes, do a 15-minute tidy. I know that's probably the last thing you want to do when you get home from work, but getting it done will make you feel so accomplished. You'll feel so good about it. As far as the 15-minute tidy goes, if you feel like you're getting discouraged because you look around and you don't know where to start, first of all, start with your flat surfaces. Kitchen counters, kitchen table, coffee table, desk. Start with the flat surfaces, and that will be the easiest way to get a start on it. Also, just know that over time it gets easier. There will be things that like don't have a place, and you'll eventually find a place for them because you'll be tired of picking it up every day saying, I don't know where this goes, and you'll set it down where it is. But after a few days, you'll be like, you know what? I bet this could actually go in the medicine cabinet because it's Band-Aids or whatever the case may be. Okay, so why did I choose these 3 habits? Well, first of all, these are the first 3 habits that I picked up that actually made a difference. I tried doing a lot of other things. I tried sweeping the floors. I tried spending time decluttering. And I still do all of those things here and there, but dishes, laundry, and doing a 15-minute tidy are the things that make it so that when people come into my house, I'm not embarrassed. Also, these are the 3 things that help my life run more smoothly. My life doesn't stop when there's dirt on the floor. It's not ideal. I don't want to have dirty floors, but if I can't find my keys because I am not tidy and the things aren't put away enough, then that interrupts my life. If I can't find my daughter's uniform for practice because it's dirty and it didn't get washed because I wasn't on top of the laundry, that interrupts my life. Having dishes done, having laundry done, and having things be a little more tidy are the things that make it so that my life runs smoothly. So by all means, if you think that I've missed something that's bigger than these 3 items, would you tell me so below? What is the habit that you picked up that actually changed everything for you? Is it one of my 3 habits? Is it a different habit? I would really like to know. And by the way, if you're finding this really overwhelming, don't do it all at once. I didn't do it all at once. I started with the dishes, and every day I did the dishes. So if you don't know where to start and you feel overwhelmed, just do the dishes. It's okay if you have a mountain of them. Just put one dish in the sink and wash it, and then the next. And eventually the dishes will be done. But the only way it will get done is if you actually go and do the dishes. I know you can do it. I'm so proud of you. If you found this valuable or helpful in any way, I would love it if you would like or subscribe. And if you want to know the 5 things that tidy people know that you don't, then watch this next.